Hey everyone, this is going to be a video to show you how to basically access the extra levels in LEGO Dimensions. This is currently the Xbox One version, which let me pull it out for you. I believe I have it somewhere. This video is going to be a bit confusing, but it's really not that confusing. I wanted to do a video to make it essentially sound less confusing because it really isn't complicated. I don't know why I said it would be confusing. Anyway, this is obviously the game. This is what's currently displaying on the Xbox, as you can see. I, for proof, can show you that I've done everything I can in this game. There's no achievements left for me to unlock. Right, so basically, I'll explain how I found out about this. So a few weeks back, I wanted LEGO Dimensions, and I knew that there was going to be some trickiness to getting the DLC packs and stuff like that because of how expensive people are charging for them, and you know, just generally I think it's extortionate that people are ripping people off at that price. They're not worth that much. They're just really not, even considering rarity. They're not, you know, they're just not, you know, worth that price. So you know, I heard about this thing that someone mentioned to me on Twitter, and I did my little own research. Saw that you could do this thing with like NFC tags, which I am going to go on to explain very swiftly. So obviously right now you can see on the screen it says there's no characters detected because right now there is nothing on the pad. Sorry for the strobing effects, I'm recording with an iPhone so I don't know why it's doing that. Basically how it works is board, without strobing at you, it's essentially an NFC reader. It reads what tags you put onto it. So all this board does in actuality is just register the things that you put onto it in these little circles. Nothing actually too fancy going on. So it's just a reader. So whatever you put onto this that's like a tag or anything like that, it will read it as long as it's, you know, been, you know, placed as a LEGO character. Otherwise it won't put anything on there, like on the screen. So, you'll see over here, these are the base ones that you get. I decided not to include the little characters on them because it just would make it easier. But you'll see inside, the only thing that actually matters and is important here are these little things. You'll see these things here underneath that look exactly like these. Because they are the exact same. Because all this board is doing is reading these. The fancy effects, the little thing it sits in, it's just all to make it look a bit, you know, fancy and better. But in actuality, it is just a disc, one of these basically, just put into there and then like designed with some artwork on it and stuff like that with a LEGO character. That's all it is. And that one's for the LEGO Batmobile. It's just, again, it's the same thing. They all have tags inside. They're just in these little capsule things. So that is what it basically is. That's what these are. These are basically some tags, which, by the way, just before I go into it all, I will include everything I can in the description. It really isn't complicated. All these two are the same. They're just stickers, and they're just the same as well. They're stickers, but they're more just like a harder version, if that makes sense. They're not anything special. These ones cost me a bit more. These were the ones I bought on Amazon. They were about how much were they? I think they were like a tenner, which is £10, sorry, or $9.99. And then shortly after, someone told me that I obviously spent way too much on these ones. But I was a bit nervous when they were telling me that because I was like, well, I'm confident that I'm, you know, using these ones. But then he gave me the link for the ones that I'm about to show you, which are these ones. And these ones were like, in my currency, which is like, you know, GBP, they were like 26p. Like, I think per like every 4 or something. It was something like that. I'll include everything in the description. So like, you know, the links and like what you need. Again, it's not that complicated. All you need is obviously the board, which you obviously have if you're watching this video. And again, these were just for demonstration. You can't actually use these to you know, show you what I'm going to do, which is, you know, essentially put any character you want onto the tag, because these ones are locked to their actual, you know, character. So you can't, you know, you can't change what's already on there. And the same goes for the car. Just if anyone's wondering, I haven't tried it. I don't want to try it because I think I already read a comment about that when I was reading about it. So yeah. So basically all you'll need is just these tags, or either of these tags. And the funny thing is that if you just even take 3 of them, right, or 4 even, say you want to, you know, you can only afford 4 of these types of tags, I will say there is another specification that you will need, and that is just that make sure that when you are buying these, they aren't just any random NFC tags. Honestly, it doesn't sound too complicated. Just make sure when you're searching for these, just search NFC 213 tags, and they're the ones that you need. I haven't tried any others. They were the ones that they told me to buy, and these have all worked just fine. But again, just don't buy anything other than 213. Just make sure, you know, they're 213. I will show you next how to basically get this app. Now, it's not an official app, which means it's not registered on the Play Store and it's not registered on an App Store. And as for iPhones, I don't know how to do it via iPhones. I know that it's obviously much easier on Android because just, you know, due to simple specifications and stuff like that. But what you're going to want to do is you'll want to go to Chrome, and you'll want to search for like Lego Dimensions. I'm trying to do this whilst recording, I'm sorry. Lego Dimensions tag. Tag. Oh, is it not popping up? Oh, I've not put space. I am so sorry. Tag. Oh dear. Okay, sorry guys, hold on. Tag editor. And then you'll want to click the top one. You'll be on Google, and I click on the first Reddit link, and it basically is just a bunch of people talking about where to find the actual app. Someone has a link, you click on that, and you click I accept, consent, all the cookies and crap, then click download. And then, like I say, it is safe because obviously I've used it. Obviously, look, it says download again, and it's going to download the file, and you're going to click open. And it'll bring you to this, and it'll basically just say, sorry about the screen, but and it'll say, do you want to install this application? It does not require any special access, so it doesn't want your photos or anything like that. And then you'll click install, just like that. And again, it really is just that simple. You find the app, it's installing, and then it's literally just 2 steps, and it literally is just as simple as that. And it, I will go on to mention any questions in the comments if you have any. Again, it's really, really simple. So you'll see now, it'll say Lego Dimensions read, and then what you'll do is you'll click read. And now just before this, I actually have just forgot to turn on the feature. Now, the reason why I say this works better on Samsung is because Samsung actually has an option where you can turn an NFC thing on, which I don't know if is a thing on iPhone. I am recording on an iPhone, but I don't know if it is a thing. So you'll see here, if you do this, you just pull down your bar from the top, and if it's not there, click on button order or button grid or status bar or whatever else, and because it might not be in the little list, because you can edit this list, you see, you can change whatever you want in these like areas. So NFC might not be in the list, but it might be available, so you just have to, you know, put it in your list. Now what you'll do is you'll just turn that on, as simple as that. Now once that's on, just for anyone wondering, this is an S8, it's literally ruined to hell. It was my mum's old phone, but yeah. Now that NFC is on, anytime I put a token near it, it's going to do something really clever. So what I'm going to do is, in the best way possible with my phone and this awful setup. Okay, so obviously as you can see, this is the app. Sorry about the angle again, and the, you know, not it really being like, you know, the best. So you'll see it says here, please place phone on token. Now this is where you'll grab the tokens that if you've bought these ones, or and I'll be showing you both of them, like I say, just to prove that they're not any different from one another. The screen's just turned off, but you'll see here what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this tag on the back, just like this, and you'll see it make a little noise. That's the phone registering the you know, the token. Obviously, if I move it about, it'll just vibrate because it's moving around a bit, so it's obviously hitting where the tag and thing is. But you'll see here, sorry about the oh my god, and basically it'll be defaulted on. This is awful, I am so sorry. You'll see it's defaulted on characters, and then basically from here you can write any character you like onto the tag. So for example, I don't know, let's randomly just choose Homer, and then we'll click right. And then basically what we're going to do, what I found to work, is either move the tag around just like that. The weird thing is about this app is it doesn't tell you it's confirmed to be done. You'll just know when it's done because the phone will vibrate in your hands, and that'll basically just tell you that it's done. It doesn't really actually be like, you know, hey, you've done it. You'll just know. And again, that's just me moving around. So now on this tag should be Homer Simpson. So what we're going to do is we're going to test it out. I won't cut the actual video here. I'm going to just quickly, swiftly move around, just to prove that there's, you know, this is the tag. Slow my hand. Don't want to get it confused and mixed up with the others. Now, what you can do, if that is something that you are worried about, is you can actually maybe like do what other people do, which is like they put it in like an actual capsule, and, you know, like actually write on it and say this is this character. But for me, when I was doing it for achievements, I didn't really find it necessarily, you know, at times I did wish I was like, you know, I should write on them. But anyway, let's move over to back over to this. Let's just turn the control back on, and you'll see on screen it still says, you know, the control's disconnected. But what I'm going to do, oh wait, not controls disconnected, it's going to tell me there's no characters detected. Obviously there's been no edits, no cuts, and you'll see that once I put this little dude on the board, Homer Simpson will pop up. So obviously, as you can see, it'll pop up these things, building instructions. You don't have to necessarily build these. And you can also get these as well, because I also got to mention that when you use this app, is there is an option, don't know why it's gone off, between characters and vehicles. So what you can do is for vehicles is you can choose any vehicle you like as well. My personal favourite is the TARDIS, which I will also just show you. It's a bit hard to record this, and because obviously I need two hands, one on the back of the phone for the token. But let me just write TARDIS onto one of these. So I'm going to move it over just in case it gets mixed up with the others. You can do it as simple as this. So it's got TARDIS written on it, hasn't it? Yep. And I'll just click right, and then just as simple as that is done. So let me click back on the telly, or the TV, sorry. And now the TARDIS will be on here, and I can put this anywhere I like. So I can put the TARDIS here, and you'll see the TARDIS will just pop up. And sometimes you'll get this little message on the bottom, don't worry about it. But if, for example, you put a character on there that you don't own just yet, the actual clever thing about Xbox, because this is on my Series X, is it'll automatically download the packs that you, like, say you put a character on, it's going to recognize you own that actual thing, if that makes sense, because you do. So who can I choose here? I'm just going to randomly choose don't know who to choose, because most of them obviously I've already installed. Let me choose Buttercup. So I'm just going to put another token over here, sorry guys, and just show you what will happen. So I've just written Buttercup onto here like that. Who is there? That's not him. Okay, so obviously, as you can see, this is the app. Sorry about the angle again, and the, you know, not it really being, like, you know, the best. So you'll see it says here, please place phone on token. Now this is where you'll grab the tokens that if you've bought these ones, and I'll be showing you both of them, like I say, just to prove that they're not any different from one another. The screen's just turned off, but you'll see here what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this tag on the back, just like this, and you'll see it make a little noise. That's the phone registering the you know, the token. Obviously, if I move it about, it'll just vibrate because it's moving around a bit, so it's obviously hitting where the tag and thing is. But you'll see here, sorry about the oh my god, and basically it'll be defaulted on. This is awful, I am so sorry. You'll see it's defaulted on characters, and then basically from here you can write any character you like onto the tag. So for example, I don't know, let's randomly just choose Homer, and then we'll click right. And then basically what you're going to do, what I found to work, is either move the tag around, just like that. The weird thing is about this app is it doesn't tell you it's confirmed to be done. You'll just know when it's done because the phone will vibrate in your hands, and that'll basically just tell you that it's done. It doesn't really actually be like, you know, hey, you've done it. You'll just know. And again, that's just me moving around. So now on this tag should be Homer Simpson. So what we're going to do is we're going to test it out. I won't cut the actual video here. I'm going to just quickly, swiftly move around, just to prove that there's, you know, this is the tag. Slow my hand. Don't want to get it confused and mixed up with the others. Now, what you can do, if that is something that you are worried about, is you can actually maybe like do what other people do, which is like they put it in like an actual capsule, and you know, like actually write on it and say this is this character. But for me, when I was doing it for achievements, I didn't really find it necessarily, you know, at times I did wish I was like, you know, why I should write on them. But anyway, let's move over to back over to this. Let's just turn the control back on, and you'll see on screen it still says you know, the control's disconnected. But what I'm going to do, oh wait, not controls disconnected, it's going to tell me there's no characters detected. Obviously there's been no edits, no cuts, and you'll see that once I put this little dude on the board, Homer Simpson will pop up. So obviously, as you can see, it'll pop up these things, building instructions. You don't have to necessarily build these, and you can also get these as well, because I also got to mention that when you use this app, is there is an option, don't know why it's gone off, between characters and vehicles. So what you can do is, for vehicles, is you can choose any vehicle you like as well. My personal favourite is the TARDIS, which I will also just show you. It's a bit hard to record this, and because obviously I need two hands, one on the back of the phone for the token. But let me just write TARDIS onto one of these. So I'm going to move it over just in case it gets mixed up with the others. You can do it as simple as this. So it's got TARDIS written on it, hasn't it? Yep. And I'll just click right, and then just as simple as that, it's done. So let me click back on the telly, or the TV, sorry. And now the TARDIS will be on here, and I can put this anywhere I like. So I can put the TARDIS here, and you'll see the TARDIS will just pop up. And sometimes you'll get this little message on the bottom, don't worry about it. But if, for example, you put a character on there that you don't own just yet, the actual clever thing about Xbox, because this is on my Series X, is it'll automatically download the packs that you, like, say you put a character on, it's going to recognize you own that actual thing, if that makes sense, because you do. So who can I choose here? I'm just going to randomly choose. So I'm actually going to go with what's it called, Beast Boy or Raven. Now, this pack I haven't installed, and there's a reason, is because I don't actually needed it, whereas all the others won't pop up. But here we go, I click Raven, because I've already installed and played them all. The little pop-up won't happen, but I'm going to show you what it'll look like. So you'll see I've just written Raven onto here, who is from Teen Titans Go, and they'll basically pop up, and I'll switch to them, and you'll see that it'll say, to access all Teen Titans content, an additional download is required. Do you want to add it to your download queue now? And the clever thing is because obviously it's recognised that you've got the characters on the board, it thinks you own the actual content required, and you necessarily do. And basically what it's going to do is it's basically just going to pop up this little store thing, saying Teen Titans Go, whatever it is, and that is basically it. It'll just say thanks for your purchase, now go and have some fun. And then that basically will install. And you can basically use the character already. It's just basically telling you that. Just press B the second time. It's just so that when you install it, it allows you to go to the like map area of Teen Titans Go and etc, etc. Again, like I say, it works for these ones, so I'll try it on these ones. I'll put just something random in here. Again, all the links for these things will be in the description. I'm just going to randomly choose I'll choose the DeLorean, why not, I'm feeling it. So I'll put the DeLorean. Again, I don't know, you'll see how I mentioned earlier about the NTAG 13, NTAG 15, NTAG 16. They're experimental, so I still recommend NTAG 13, just because they're the ones that everyone has said to use, so I'm saying use them. Oh, sorry, screen went off, guys. So you'll see when it does that, this is basically just telling me it has the tag. But there we go, the DeLorean should be written onto here now. And again, just to prove it works, the DeLorean will pop up in the screen. As you'll see, there it is, the cool little DeLorean in its all glory. And yeah, this is how I basically got all the DLC packs done and got all the achievements. It's a nice little way, and I believe this does work for every platform because all you're doing is just using tags on the board. It doesn't break it doesn't confuse it doesn't do anything like that. It's just registering what these are in a less fancy form. Again, you are more than welcome to like buy capsules to put these, like, you know, things in, you know, to like I don't know, like you can put like characters and discs and then like design on it and stuff like that, but I personally didn't, as you can see. But yeah, that is basically it. Some of the questions that people ask is, do you have to buy tons of them then? Because you know, once you write on one of the characters, does that, you know, does that mean you can only have that character on that tag? And the clever thing is, no. No, you don't. All it simply requires, right, is for you to just reload the game. So if you quit out the game and you come back in without these on the board and you write over it again with different, like, you know, character, it will work. So like I say, this character currently has, who on it? I forgot, sorry. I think this has Raven. So if I had Raven and I took her off and I quit the game, if I quit the game now and I came back in before I put this tag on there and I put it to something else, it will work. It just, I don't believe it works very well if you use the same tag whilst you're in the game and change it to something else. I don't believe that works. I think it just sort of confuses the tag into thinking, well, this was the character before. Whereas if you quit out the game and, you know, you come back in and not put this on the board first, you can then just put any other character you're on each time you go around. So like I say, you don't really have to have tons of tags. You can just use 4 tags and, you know, not worry about how many there is. I just have loads because I bought quite a few than I needed. If I knew, which I did, I just wanted to be on the safe side, which you guys can be too. I just bought extras because I thought, you know, what if it doesn't? But like I say, I can confirm that when you quit the game and you reload it back up, as long as you don't have the tags on the board, because if you put the tags on the board, it'll just remember what was on there before you quit the game, sorry. So whereas if you put them on, like, I don't know, if you put them on afterwards, obviously it'll do the same thing. But as long as you don't put them on and change them, so I will just basically explain what I mean. So this has, oh, stop that. Who else is on here? Why have I not got, oh, it's because I've got 2 vehicles. Right, sorry about this, guys. I've already got something written on here. I haven't used this one yet, but because I've used this tag, I know that the game will remember what was on this tag. Whereas if I write it, it will, you know, it will know, it will, like, let me choose whatever I want. But for example, I don't know what's on here, but the game will, I believe. Come on. Maybe it won't. Maybe it actually won't, because I so there's Homer's car. Oops, sorry. That's Homer's car. It didn't actually. So you'll see it does remember. See, Superman. It does remember what was on there previously. But again, as long as you put that on, you don't put that on before you. I don't even know what I'm saying properly here. Just before the game starts, like, you don't have to worry about timing it or anything. I just mean, like, so when you know, come on to play the game and you want to, like, rewrite the tags, just make sure they're all off the board like this. And then, like I say, that will basically just allow you to use the app again like this. And basically just put any character you want. And again, you don't need to click this button. This button just basically brings you back to here. There's no concerns over, like, can you, like, do it loads and loads of times? You can choose all the characters you need, even the characters you need for, like, the extra, like, level packs. The level pack just detects that there's a pack you've got, and it'll just download it. And then usually once you come back into the game, it will literally just say, do you want to, like, start this level, you know, and you'll be off into the level. I really hope this, you know, like I say, I'm willing to explain or answer anything that people want, because like I say, it sounds complicated, but even, like, for someone like me who doesn't really know what these were, other than just, like, tags and stuff like that, all you're basically doing yourself here is just buying some tags, which are really cheap, by the way. Again, I will include all of it in the description. An Android device, any Android device will do, as long as it has NFC enabled type thing on it. I believe there is a way to do it with iPhones, which I will try and link the discussion for as well. But again, all you're doing is just putting the thing on the back of the phone. Come on, vibrate. You'll see it's a bit. Come on, don't stand me up. So you'll see it vibrates, and like I say, once it's done that, you're just good to go on whatever you want, and you can choose whoever you want to be and choose. And it's just so cool to be able to like play these extra level packs and not pay extortionate amounts of money in just a simple way of buying tags online and a cool little app that writes the tags for you, and that's all that you have to do. So again, the doctor from Doctor Who is just written on here now. And you'll see that it'll literally just be as simple as that. Wherever he's gone. Is he on there? Why is he not showing up? Huh. So the important thing is to know, this doesn't define the guy, this doesn't defy the actual thing. Sometimes what can happen is, sometimes it can like do that. Sometimes a character might not show up. Or sometimes a character might not be the character that you want. Don't worry about it. It's just a board. The board might be a bit confused, like what's going on. But honestly, it really rarely does that. And even when it does, you just sort of like can quit out of the game. And like I say, that basically just refreshes the board. As long as nothing's on it, that just sort of refreshes the board. Because like I say, if you put those characters or keep those characters on there, it's going to remember the characters that are on there. Whereas if you keep them off, and you want to write over them on the app, which is obviously on the Samsung, you can do that. And it really is just simple as that. Like I say, I'm going to try it again, and it should work. I am sorry about that, but you'll see. Come on. So this has got the Doctor on it. Oh wait, see, so Superman's come up on it. It's probably because it's remembering an old tag. Let me try it again. It's like I say, it's because I've used them. Write the Doctor on that one, and there you'll see, there he is, there's the Doctor. So again, I recommend buying a few just in case something like that happens, because it might, but if you've never done it, obviously it won't. You can buy like tons of individual tags. Like I reckon if you had about 100, you wouldn't have to worry about closing the game, reopening it, and you know, different tags, blah blah blah. You could just yeah, you could just like use one individual tag for each character that you need and write on the back, if that is more easier for you. Which is probably what I should have said right at the beginning of the video, instead of being like, well, you can rewrite the tags, blah blah blah. But if you don't, and you only have access to so many tags, then you can do that. And that's what I sort of did, because I thought as I was getting through them all, I was like, I'm running low on them, so I just quit out the game, you know, reloaded it, took the tags off, and I just did that. Basically, I was able to just write whatever out, and by writing I mean this little thing here, which is called the write button. I just call it that because it writes over the tags of what you want to, you know. And again, you can do it for anything. Any of the vehicles that you want are just all here, and it's so good to be able to, you know, like I say, don't worry about the unknown ones. You don't need them. I think it's just an app thing. But everything else, there's nothing here that isn't. Like, I've checked and I've used it. Like I say, I know, because I've you know, been able to get where I've got to. So take it from me, this is a legitimate thing, and you'll see even in the time I've been doing this video that Teen Titans Go is nearly ready to install, and it'll basically just give me a little pop-up saying like, you know, Teen Titans Go is installed, would you like to reload this area, so that, you know, it knows to, yeah. But seriously, it isn't complicated at all. You just need some tags, 213, which I will include in the description. They're quite cheap, especially these ones. You'll see here, it's just installed. Just cheap ones. So you'll see here, just really quickly, it says Teen Titans Go content has been installed. You want to reload the hub now? I'll just click yeah for the sake of the video. Sorry about my squeaky floorboard, guys. But yeah, that is literally it. And that is it. That's basically just installed the content for me. I don't need to do anything else. I can just go and visit the Teen Titans world now, which is up here, and it's a bit further away. Let me... Oh. So it's not over in these portals area, it's over in let's go over here. I can't remember which one Raven was on. I think Raven was on one of these ones. Let me check. See, this is why I recommend, if you do have like a ton of them, name them, because obviously I had a bit more of a confusion. Again, some of them are just being silly now. I think this was the one. Nope, this wasn't the one. See, don't do what I do, guys. Learn from my mistakes. There she is. There's Raven. So you'll see, before this, I didn't own the Raven, the Teen Titans Go thing. But now that it's installed, I can go to the Teen Titans Go world, just like this. Oh. So you'll see, if there's missions, which I don't believe there is for the Teen Titans thing, I can just enter the Teen Titans world, which I've never even actually seen myself, by the way, guys. I just wanted to download a pack that I didn't need, because every other pack that you might need for like achievements and level packs, they work too, but I don't need to install them again, so it won't, you know. But you'll see I'm in the Teen Titans world without even owning the actual Teen Titan characters or the car, but I am in fact the Teen Titans world with Raven, which is just so, you know, cool to be able to do. But that will summarize the video. Like I say, just some tags and an Android phone with the app, which I showed you how to do at the beginning of the video. Just search Lego Tag Editor online and download the first one you see, and that will most likely be this one. You know what you're looking for. It just basically says Lego Dimensions at the top, and it'll basically just start with this, you know, little like place phone on token, and make sure when you're doing all this that this little clever thing is on. And like I say, it really, I know for someone that doesn't really understand stuff like this, it sounds complicated, but generally it's not too hard. Like I say, download an app, turn NFC on, get your tags, and go to town. Do whatever you want. Like I say, because like I say, the Limitless is, you know, limited by what is, you know, these like extortionate prices, and whereas this just this is something that should be more readily available, but sadly isn't, because I think as well for the time, I don't think Lego would have wanted something like this getting out, because if it did, then, you know, people wouldn't be buying their packs. But I will include the original video, which is about 2 minutes long, whereas this one's like probably going to be like 20 minutes long. But in that video, they're not, you know, telling you what to do or how to do it or anything like that. I just thought I'd explain as much as I could, because their video is just like good, but it's covered in like really loud music, and you don't really know what else to, like, you know, you have loads of questions and stuff. So, but yeah, let me know. Like I say, use these if you want. These ones are on Amazon. These ones are from an NFC site, which they basically just sell like these stickers. And yeah, these were just much cheaper. These ones were like you know, $10, £10 even. And yeah, but again, you can just forget these. These don't exist. You can't use them. You can't write over them. But these, yeah. So that will do it, guys. You can put anything anywhere. You can put the vehicles wherever you want as well. You don't actually have to put the vehicle in here. But that will do it. So thank you for watching. Again, if you have any comments, just let me know. This is how I, you know, managed to do it. And in a way, I'm glad, because I will be doing the 360 version of this game. Like I say, I'm so happy that I was able to do it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.